Hey folks, how's it going? I'm Josh.
I'm Taylor.
We're going to be checking out what, Booker Stooker?
Brian Regan Emergency Room.
Alright guys, a lot of people asking for this, so we're going to jump right into it. Let me go ahead and not turn this off. There we go.
Hurry up, Josh.
I'm going!
Thank you very much. Thanks. That's very nice. Wow. Thank you. Thank you.
Dang, shut up.
Wow. That feels good. That's all the time I needed to fill. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Feels great. I'm feeling good. I actually just recently had to go to the emergency room, though, and I had some stomach virus thing. I almost called an ambulance. It's weird, even considering calling an ambulance for yourself. You know? You call ambulances for other people, right? What are you supposed to say about yourself? Can you come get me? Yeah, I don't feel so good. Just come on in, I'll be lying on the floor.
I could be wrong, but he seems real reminiscent of Jim Gaffigan.
His voice
is like the impression that Jim Gaffigan does in some of the ones we watched. That's just what it reminds him. He reminds me of, like a mixture of Jim Gaffigan and Jim Carrey. Surprisingly, the faces.
I'm just looking at the phone, going, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what to do. It was at night, so I drove myself to the emergency room. That's a nice, relaxing drive. No, after you. Merge, everybody merge. I'm only imploding. So I pull up at the entrance to the emergency room. No valet parking. I mean, if that's not the biggest oversight in our solar system. There's every time where you want to go, can you park this because I need to collapse immediately? But no, I'm circling around a parking lot. Can I park there? I think I'm going to die. I'm dying too. Okay, go ahead. I'll go up a couple levels. Unbelievable. I don't care if you're driving yourself or someone else to the emergency room. You still want to get out and run in with them. Are you supposed to drop somebody off and go park a car? Okay, you go in. Tell them you're shot. Ask them if they validate.
Yeah. And Gary's, it's no big like. This is really no big deal if like you're like shot or or stabbed. It's like they were so used to it at Methodist. Because I remember we went to Methodist when I had like a glass went right into my hand. Wait, it was this one, this scar here. It went right into my hand like super deep, and blood was like gushing. My auntie had me put pressure on all that kind of jazz when you run inside there, and it was a lady. I'm not lying, sitting there. And she had a stab wound in her side. But she said they had checked her and it just went through like the meat or whatever, and it had like pressure on it. She's like holding on it. There's a guy rolling past who got shot, and this dude is screaming bloody murder. I'm like, I'm about to die in this fucking hospital. I'm about to die. This was like 12 years old, and I still remember that shit. And the dude they had him rolling past, and they had him in the hallway, and he just screaming bloody murder. And like just people running around, it's like they're on it, but not really. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's so crazy that you can be shot and stabbed, and people they're like, yeah, you gotta wait.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. So I finally park, you know. I go in to check in. They ask the most insulting question when you check into a hospital. What seems to be the problem? What seems? Well, it seems. It seems like everything on my inside wants to be on my outside. But I'm no doctor. What kind of condescending question? So they checked me into my luxurious half room. Down the middle. with a mystery patient on the other side. And he's moaning over there. Thinking, man, they're never going to help me with him moaning like that. So I got to out-moan him, you know? Moaning, we're all hurting. The floor's like a haunted choir. It's got to be hell to work in this environment. So I'm killing time writhing. Nurse finally comes in. How are you doing tonight? I'm on a gurney. You have a painkiller or something? This is killing me. So she goes, how would you describe your pain? It's killing me. I don't know if you remember that. Ouch. What, are we playing that pyramid game? Excruciating. Horrific. Would rather have shards of glass in my eyes. How do I convey this to you? So she asks, how would you rate your pain? 4 stars. 2 enthusiastic thumbs up. She goes, how would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the worst? Well, you know, saying a low number isn't going to help you. Oh, I'm a 2. Maybe the high 1s. You could give me a baby aspirin and cut it in half. Maybe a Flintstone vitamin and I'll be out of your hair. You can go 10 to all the 3s and 4s and such. You're saying such ridiculous numbers.
I had a similar situation when my heart was messed up.
Yeah.
When I got forced to go to the hospital by my mom, and because you don't want to fucking go.
Yeah.
And they treated me the same way, with the same shit.
I couldn't bring myself to say 10 though, because I had heard the worst pain a human can endure is getting the femur bone cracked in half. And I don't know if that's true, but I thought if it is, they have exclusive rights to 10. And now I'm thinking, what was I worried about? Is there like a femur ward at the hospital? They would have heard about me and hobble into my room. Who the hell? Have the audacity to say he was at a level 10. You know nothing about 10. Give me a sledgehammer. Let me show you what 10 is all about, Mr. Tommy Ache. How can I possibly say 10? I can't. So I thought I'll say 9. And then I thought, no, childbirth. I better not try to compete with that. And then I'm thinking, you know, it must be hell giving childbirth when your femur bone's cracked. So I said, I guess I'm an 8. She goes, oh, okay, I'll be back. I'm like, oh, I blew it, man. I ain't getting nothing with 8. But she surprised me. She comes in, she goes, the doctor told me to give you morphine immediately. And I'm like, morphine? That's what they gave the guy in Saving Private Ryan right before he died. I'm like, okay, I'm a 4. I'm a negative 11. Morphine. So they gave me morphine. Wow. All I know is about 15 minutes later, just for the hell of it, I was like, I'm an 8 again. Guess who's an 8? And they finally checked me out. I'm walking down the hall going, say 8, say 8, say 8, say 8. Happy 8 day. Did you get some 8? Did you get any 8? What am I throwing? You can't throw a number. Johnny Appleseed. Did you get any 8 over there? I don't understand my own visuals. All right. Up here throwing numbers around.
That was good.
That was funny.
That was really funny.
He looks familiar. Like I've seen him in a movie or something.
That's like I've seen him before too. Let us know what else he's in because I'm too lazy to Google. But but yeah, he does look really, really familiar. Yeah. And the man, like you said, like it's real funny. Like when you look back on it, but the whole hospital thing, they all every time I've ever gone to the hospital, they always treated me like I was lying. Yeah. Like that's just how I always feel. Like I have to convince you that there's something wrong with me. Yeah. That's why I prefer just not to go. Yeah. At all. Like first you got to go through all that stuff. Then you got to get a huge bill, and a lot of people treat you as though it's like an inconvenience for you to be there. Like I hate the hospital.
Here's the thing, though. They'll treat you like, you're lying or you're just faking it, whatever. But like when I took my clients a couple times, they were like so like taking care of them and like pampering and like offering them a sandwich, and I'm like, that's not right. Yeah. And one time I took a client that was faking it. They literally just wanted to sleep all day, so they lied and knew that they could sleep if I took them to the hospital. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember talking about that. You were super mad
because I had to stay over like work, 6 hours. But I'm like, you can't do that. That's not fair to treat certain groups of people better. Like if someone's hurting, most people aren't just going to go to the hospital just to go. Yeah. Unless you're like a hypochondriac or something, of course. Yeah. But like, I don't know. It bothers me. I was upset after I realized that they were like so much nicer to like disabled group of people or whatever. I'm like, that's not really fair, because if someone hurts themselves or is sick, then that's why they're there. Yeah. They're not just there to get sympathy. They actually need help. Yeah. I don't know.
So yeah, you definitely, I'm not a big fan of, I don't think anybody likes going to the hospital. Yeah. But the times I've gone, they were never like a
enjoyable experience.
They're all terrible experiences, so I shouldn't say she'd be like a luxury hotel going to the hospital. Yeah. There's nothing good because usually something wrong when you go to the hospital. Yeah. But what people add to it, like with their attitude and all that kind of jazz, like I get you working a long shift, all that all that stuff that comes with it. But it's also like when I don't want to go to the hospital when something was going on with my heart. Like I was sleeping in a chair upright for like a month because if I laid down I couldn't breathe. Like my it just was gone. I couldn't breathe. So I would sleep up when my mom was like, you got to go to the hospital, dude. Well, she made me go to the hospital. I'll get there. And the lady was like, she said, what's going on? Like, I'm having chest pains. I can't breathe when I lay down flat, yada, yada, yada. Sometimes I get a real sharp pain in my chest and I got to hold on to it until it goes away or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm usually clenching my chest like that. Then she goes, well, since it has something to do with your heart, we got to take it seriously, even if there's nothing wrong with you, but maybe something's going on. Who knows? But I mean, we gotta take it seriously, so we're gonna check you in. Like, almost, I'm like...
But that attitude says that you're not taking it seriously, that you're lying.
And then I got, like, an EKG, and the lady was like, oh, you're having a heart attack. I'm like, what? She said, yeah, stay calm, but you're having a heart attack. Then another nurse came in and read. I was like, yeah, she read that wrong. You're not having a heart attack. There's just something wrong with... Like, she said, there's something going on with your heart. And then I'm like what? She said, we don't know yet. Then she left. Then the doctor came in. And he was like, we're going to figure out what's going on with your heart. I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to get into panic. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's scary.
I'm like, what is going on? Then I couldn't find it. I had the sac that protects your heart was swollen and full of fluid around my thing. And because he said usually doesn't last that long. Usually it stays around longer. It'll get hard. It's called acute pericarditis. It'll usually harden and it can essentially like bruise or damage your heart. But because the virus is in me for so long and I wasn't sleeping enough, this when I was working at Walmart and Walmart 14-hour shifts, I was there like every day because we were getting ready for inventory. So I was like working like 2 months straight without an off day, and it wasn't giving my body enough chance to heal. So I just kept the virus. So it was making my heart swollen. So don't let your jobs kill you, folks. That's the moral of this long ass story. Because they don't care about you.
But like when my mom went, because during the summer she was saying she couldn't breathe and stuff. Yeah. They were like a lot nicer to her. Like, well, if you say you can't breathe, we have to take that seriously, even if it's just like an anxiety thing, which is that's what it was for my mom. Nothing wrong with her. She's a goofball. But like they were a lot nicer about it. I'm like, so. It seems like young people, too.
Yeah, I think they say young people. Get your ass out of here. These old people are knowing enough.
Right. It's like, but you could still have a problem. Stuff happens, you know? Yeah. So. Oh. They were babying my mama.
Well, she deserves it. That woman is a queen.
Acting like a drama queen in this hospital.
Well, folks, that is all for this. We're not going to drag this video on longer. If Tay would shut up.
Oh, gosh, whatever.
Alright, folks, please like, share, and subscribe. That does help the channel a tremendous amount. And that's it. we'll see you in the next one. Later.
Bye.